All right, if we're looking at question 29. Okay, the first step in solving this is to factor it completely. Okay, so if we look to factor all our expressions, all our fractions, in this first fraction we can remove a common factor of 2, leaving a 2x minus 3. In the denominator, it's a binomial square, or perfect square trinomial form, so we have x minus 1 quantity squared. Okay, the second step can be combined with step 1, and that is, instead of dealing with a division, we can invert and multiply as well. Okay, so as we're factoring this second expression, we're going to turn it into a multiplication. So here our denominator gets moved down. We can take out a common factor of x, leaving 2x minus 3. And in our original denominator, which gets moved up, we have binomial factors. First term's x. Second terms have to have a product of negative 3 and a sum of positive 2, so plus 3, negative 1. Okay. Once you get through this step, what you can now do is cancel common factors. So as we go through here, we can cancel this common factor. X minus 1 can cancel with one of these. That's the only set of factors that cancel, so we write our simplified form, 2 times x plus 3 over x times x minus 1. So here's our simplified form. We have one final step on this, and that is to identify any additional domain restrictions. And there's several cases that we have to take into consideration here. The first is any canceled factors. Okay, so if we have any factors that got canceled from the denominator, okay, which we see right here, the 2x minus 3, we have to restrict that value, so x can't be a 3/2. Okay, and because we had this step, we started with a division. There's one additional domain domain restriction you have to identify, and that is all factors from the divisor. Okay, so because we inverted this second fraction when we multiplied, no factor in the numerator or denominator can equal 0, because if any of these factors equaled 0, our original expression would be undefined. And if any of these factors equal 0, our answer would be undefined. So when we look at this, the x minus 1 is already accounted for in our expression, or in the expression itself. But the domain restriction that x can't be a negative 3, that's not accounted for already. So you do need to include that as an additional restriction.